Yo, what's good? You too? It's your boy Dr. Wonderful, aka Doc, aka Wonderful, here to make your days wonderful. Tell you, man, it's another blessed day. You can see the location I'm at right now. We in Pittsburgh, PA, under the bridge, little low spot. What I really want to talk to you about is when you let go of the past will try to get its way back to you. And it's because you're starting to walk in the spirit. You're starting to notice the way that you've been doing things ain't been working out. You've been noticing, no, I shouldn't be angry no more. Why am I yelling at this person? Why am I lusting after this person? When you start to let go of these things, these demonic agendas, these demonic assignments that's assigned to your life, they start to notice you saying like, yo, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to really walk in righteousness. I'm really trying to walk in holiness. And they try to bring that stuff back to your life. Why do you think that when you're trying to better yourself, there's people in your life that knew your old self try to call you by your old self? Why do you think when you say you're not trying to party no more, they be like, what? You used to party all the time. And it's because they don't see the better version of you, and God sees that in you. And when we start to idolize the past feelings or past experiences, we're starting to sabotage our joy with the presence of God in the moment right now. When we try to recreate the same experience, it's never the same. You can really relate that to a movie. Whenever you watch a movie, you watch the sequel of a movie, it's never exactly the same, and it really doesn't quite hit the same, to be honest with you. And it's because the people try to recreate the same things that made the first movie good into the second movie, and it's just not exactly the same, and it just doesn't really feel right. Which, in the same way in our life, we try to recreate our past feelings of how we felt before and that joy, while we go run back to the websites to get that dopamine hit again, knowing that in the end it will cause for our demise. In the end, it will cause for our sorrow. It's not wrong to want that same experience of how when you scored a winning goal. It's not wrong to have that, but it's wrong to chase after that experiences over God. You have to train your mind to be focused on God in the now, in the presence. What does it say in Matthew 6:34? Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, because today has enough worries of its own. Word could mean to be anxious, to be restless. Let's not be restless in those moments. Let's not be restless thinking about the future or what it could be or what it can be. In Jeremiah 29:11, God promises, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, plans not to harm you, but to give you hope in a future. And that's a promise from God. And you need to cling to that. Whenever you feel like you're getting anxious about tomorrow, even when I'm getting ready for football game, I refocus them thoughts on God. When I'm anxious about the football game tomorrow, how am I going to do? I hope I don't fumble. I hope I don't drop a pass. All those thoughts come flying in when you start thinking about tomorrow. But what does it say? I'm going to say it again. Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. Come on. Don't worry about tomorrow, because today has enough worries of its own. And God got you in those moments. You need to stay in the present. The present is named a present because it's the present. It's a gift from God. It's a gift from God to just be still in these moments, to just walk out and enjoy the nature. This is why I'm filming right now, to really absorb His creation, and you really get a sense of tranquility, a sense of calmness, because the Creator who made you created everything that's around you in nature. And it's just so beautiful when you sit back and you look at the clouds, when you sit back and you look at the birds, when you sit back and look at the trees growing and the green leaves. And it's like, if you care so much to create these things and to make life this beautiful, how much more do you care about me? He cares about you 10,000 times more than the creation that He has made, because you're His number one creation. Have gratitude and take advantage in the now. How many times have you talked to somebody older and they say, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have done that. And it's like, me personally, I don't want that to happen. I want to take advantage, because the misconception we have with as humans is that we have time. If you want to start up a new business, pray to God and ask Him for clarity on that business. If you want to start up this content creating, pick up a camera, pick up your phone and do it right now. Like, there's nothing that's stopping you. God's going to direct your paths. He's going to light the path that's under your feet. Just put God in the center of those moments. Don't be anxious about it. I want y'all to understand that you need to really let go of the past in order to move forward in the future. You need to really let go and let God. I know you guys have heard that so many times, and it's so true. You really need to let that person go that hurt you. let it go. Because all it's doing is hurting you even more. Holding in that anger, holding in that hatred, holding in that sorrow. It's only tearing your heart down. And when you really let go and you really let God, that's when you begin to feel more peace. That's when you begin to feel more kindness. That's when you begin to feel more patience for other people. And that's when your testimony can help the next brother and sister in Christ, the next family member, the next friend, the next parent, the next person you even know on the street. You see the anger in their heart, you see the sorrow in their heart, and you can let them know about your testimony. You can let them know about what you went through and how bad it was for you and how hard it was for you to let go. And then you can let them know that it was Jesus Christ that helped you let go. It's all these things that connected us together and create our testimonies, to encouraging us, to make our iron sharpen that iron. I really want you to understand it's time to let that person go, because it's harming you. It's not benefiting you at all to feel anger towards that person, to feel hatred towards that person. You're holding on to this, all this rage in your heart. And you're like, God, I can't forgive this person. God, I don't want this person to succeed. God, did you see how wrongfully he did me? And it's like in the Bible it says, vengeance ain't ours, it's for God. I'm gonna put the verse right here. You gotta let God handle those things because he sees beyond you. He sees in a divine perspective. How many times have you said to God, I promise you, I won't go back to that. And you go straight back to those things. And it's not that you're breaking God's heart. It's that God is patient with you. God understands you. And that same level of patience lives inside of you. That Holy Spirit lives inside of you. So when you start to release that rage, when you start to release that anger, that sorrow, that's when you begin to be like, you get a divine perspective. That's when you begin to feel the peace of the Spirit that transcends all understanding. I don't know if you ever seen them videos where, the people walking past and he gets bumped, but he's like, it's all right. He does this, it's all right. For me, that's really how God was. It says in the Bible, how many times should we forgive a person? It's like, should we forgive him 7 times? And Jesus said, we should forgive him 70 times 7. And that's not to put a number on, but we should forgive him always, because your Father in heaven has forgiven you past, present, and future mistakes. So if God can forgive you, why can't you forgive this person? Who are you not to forgive this person? The creator of everything in the universe has forgiven you, but you can't forgive this person? How many times have you wronged God? How many times have you made mistakes? How many times, you feel me? You feel where I'm getting at? And it's like, if God has the ability to forgive us, and he gave us that same spirit that's living inside us to do the exact same thing, why aren't we doing that? And that's why I'm here to tell y'all, that's why you keep reliving the same things of the past. When people cut you off and you say, I'm trying to feel angry, and somebody cut you off in the lane, it's the past trying to get back to you. It's demonic assignments trying to get to you, trying to make you relive your past. And that's when you be like, nah, not today, Satan. I'm gonna live by God. I'm like, it's all right, it's okay. That person probably had to get somewhere where he had to go, where she had to go. I hope they're safe. I hope they're blessed. And that right there, woo! My God, I'm telling you, that right there, you will feel so much more peace, so much more kindness, so much more love. I'm telling you. And you start to understand God's heart. You start to understand God's will for your life. You need to stop dwelling on the things of the past. Stop making the past an idol. Stop dwelling on your mistakes, You need to stop, hating that person. You need to let go of that anger. You need to release it, because it's going to hurt you in the end. You need to really let go and let God, because you're going to feel so much more love in your heart. I'm telling you. You have a beautiful and blessed day.